Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how I installed the Nology ignition system. It's Nology Hot-Wire. The kit comes with everything you need. It's got the wire that has the 90 and the ground already on it. You do need to do the Chimera bracket. It won't bolt up without that. I don't know if there's other options, but when you look up this kit, I'll put a link in the description. There is a drop down menu and you choose the Chimera bracket. It adds however much money, but bolts right up with that. I do want to point out, because you will notice a difference, the Hot-Wire does not come with this little like see-through 90. This is a lightning bug or a flash or whatever they call it. So in the video, I don't think I really even mentioned this. The wire comes with a 90 though. It's the same exact thing. It just does look a little different. It's actually, I think, a little bit easier. With the lightning bug, I don't know about the Nology wire. When I put this on, I had to pull the little tip off. There's like this little rubber like gasket kind of tip that actually makes like a seal on the spark plug. I had to pull that off the stock one, put it on this one. I don't know if you have to do it with the Nology kit. Basically, when you put the 90 on the spark plug, if it bangs around a little bit, like see it doesn't move. If it does move a little bit, you have to pull this off and put it on the other one. I don't show that because, like I said, I'm running this. It's kind of cool. I mean, like I said, this just right here is the flasher. That's everything else is just a regular 90 on your kit. So that's all the flasher actually does. But I just didn't want to like confuse anyone because it does look different, make you think you got something else. It's just a regular black 90. I did have an issue too where the spark was jumping. I kind of built this wire end for this, and the spark was first jumping on this ground, and then there was water droplets because it was still wet outside one day and it was arcing to that. So I had to electrical tape it. It's pretty ghetto, but I have a kit coming to actually put this on, so I'll do this in a separate video seeing if that works. But I just wanted to acknowledge that first before you actually see the install and see it looks different and think I was doing a different wire. So other than that, I'll show you exactly how I installed it. It's pretty straightforward. It's a bolt right on. Just make sure you do get that Chimera bracket. Alright, so you want to take the side panels off. I already had them off. Now you also got to take this piece, because the ignition coil, you can follow the wire right here, goes to right down here, and there's the mounting bracket. You can't really see it yet, but what you got to do, there's a pin here, take that out. There's an Allen bolt, a screw here, another screw here, another pin here, and then if you have the stock air box or something here, I have an oil cooler bracket, so there's still something there. But if you have like the Chimera intake, there might not be anything over here. But just take all those out, and then this just slips right off. Now this is the coil, mounting bolt right here and here. Then you have your positive and negative here. Positive wire is pink and blue, negative is black. Alright, so I'm gonna pop these off. Try not to break these, because the ones on the brake, the master cylinder, I think, I broke those and that shit sucks. So, and you're kind of forced to not really pulling the wire, but there we go. All right, so again, remember, positive is on top, pink and blue wire, negative is black. Keep off to the side. They kind of stay in their same position. Now it looks like, I'm gonna guess those are like, I think that's it. I think it's just these two. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a ratchet. We'll take these mounting bolts off and it should just slide right off. All right, so these are 10s. Take those out, that drops right down. Pop this off the spark plug. I'm gonna grab this. And there you go, stock ignition coil. Yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to it. So put that off to the side, we don't need that. So I'm gonna get that mounting bracket. I don't know what's going to be easier, to put the bracket on than the ignition coil, or maybe I'll just put the bracket on the coil and then mount the whole thing. So I'm going to go grab it, see what's easiest, and we'll get this hooked right up. Alright, so this is the second time this has happened to me. I don't understand, but what I was going to do was put this, I obviously put the bracket on, and then just put this on as a whole. I was going to put it on just like that. Here's the thing. It comes with 2 nuts and 2 screws, 2 bolts rather, and one of them I tightened it all the way and it was still banging around a little bit. Like it wasn't terrible, but I wanted it to be, you know, on there. So what I did was I tried to take it off so I could put a washer on that I had. It didn't come with a washer, and it snapped. So now I'm on to one bolt. So I'm just going to throw it on like this, like it is on there, but I'm going to put it on, and maybe some other day I'll go in there and try to get it off. But just be aware that you might have to find little washers. They're little 8mm Allen heads with a little like lock nut on there. So yeah, keep that in mind. You might have to put little washers on them. I mean, like I said, it was kind of tight, but not really. So with that being said, you have the threads here welded in the back of them. So I put it on like this. So you see the Nology profile. No, you see Nology with the I guess part number. I don't know what that really is. I'm gonna put it on just like that. Thread those in. I can't really do it with one hand. And then also notice this. Right here is your positive. It says right on it positive and negative, so just be aware if you do it the way I'm doing it, because you can kind of move it around however you want. Positive is going to be on top. Again, that's this wire. Negative's on the bottom. They kind of hold their position. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like when I'm done. So I'm going to bolt this on, then we'll run the wire down. Alright, so this is how I did it. Like I said, I bolted it just like I was showing you. Ran it over towards my ABS module. Obviously you don't have ABS. This just, I'm pretty sure it's open. I don't think there's anything here. Ran it down behind my Chimera intake. If you have the stock airbox, I don't remember exactly how it'll go. I think it ends right around here. So probably just loop around. And then I had it come down this way, hooked it up. And then my ground I ran to my clutch cover. Now these bolts, you want to torque this to spec. I want to say it's like 10 pounds? 8 pounds? I don't remember. I'm going to find the torque spec and I'll say it in a little bit. But yeah, that's what I did. You want to make sure the ground's good. I was going to try to put it here, but I didn't like how it would bend. So if you don't have this cover for whatever reason, on my dirt bike I took that off. I grounded it right here on my other bike. And yeah, just make sure you push this on enough and that should be good to go. So yeah, now I'm going to throw all the fairings on, and that's basically all there is to it. I'll try to start it in a little bit, just make sure everything's good. Again, make sure you get these correctly. If you mount it the way I did, positives on top, negatives on the bottom. It says right on it, so don't mess those up. And try to make sure these wires aren't like rubbing anything, which they kind of are a little bit. I might just keep an eye on them. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward. Just gonna throw the covers back on, throw this little side panel on, and yeah, should be good to go.